You are sitting in a courtroom and nobody is talking about the crash anymore. Everybody is talking about whether the injured guy seems believable enough to deserve money. That is the weird secret of injury trials that nobody tells you about. Juries do not just weigh medical charts, they weigh vibes, and lawyers know it. Here's the thing about stigma in a courtroom. If you show up looking too strong, jurors think you are faking, and if you show up looking too weak, jurors think you are exaggerating for sympathy. So lawyers walk a tightrope with their own client. They want you dressed neatly but not sharp, present but not performative, honest but not robotic. Employability is the sneaky part of these cases. It sounds like a paperwork issue, but it is really an argument about your entire future worth. Defense lawyers love to dig up old job reviews or attendance records. If you got written up for being late twice in 2019, suddenly you are the villain instead of the victim. Plaintiff lawyers fight back by bringing in vocational experts. These are people whose entire job is explaining to a jury why your bad back means you cannot lift boxes anymore, even if you technically could shuffle papers. Here is where the stigma sneaks in sideways. If your job was physical labor, some jurors quietly assume you are replaceable, like your pain matters less than a desk worker's pain. That is not fair, but courtrooms are full of unfair assumptions dressed up as common sense. Lawyers spend real time picking jurors who will not fall into that trap. Think about jury selection like casting a movie, except the movie is your actual life. Lawyers ask sneaky questions to figure out who secretly believes injury claims are just lawsuits waiting to happen. Now flip it around, defense attorneys sometimes paint plaintiffs as unemployable by choice, hinting that the injury is a convenient excuse to avoid working at all. This is where economists get dragged into court like reluctant guest stars. They calculate future lost wages using numbers like $45,000 a year, times decades, times inflation, to show a jury the real math of a ruined career. Juries respond to stories more than spreadsheets, though. A lawyer who says you went from foreman to unemployed in one bad Tuesday afternoon hits harder than any chart ever could. At the end of the day, these cases are less about broken bones and more about broken potential. The jury has to decide who you were, who you are now, and whether society is willing to pay for that gap. If you want to understand how lawyers build these arguments piece by piece, we have way more breakdowns waiting for you. Do you want to learn more about our company? Check out our links in the description.